In combat sports, few injuries are as terrifying and life-threatening as a brain bleed, a phrase that unfortunately resonates with fighters who suffer life-altering injuries due to their profession.
Look at the man's record. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. #1 hit man in America.
The opening bell. Here comes McClellan again. To the body, to the head again. McClellan has been taken out of his game plan. A thumping left hook by Ben. Exhorting Ben.
That's what we're talking about, what he can't afford to do.
He goes down again.
What's hurting him? Something is hurting him. He's not going to get up. It doesn't look like.
It's over. Nigel Benn has won.
We're going to wrap this interview because we have a serious problem in the ring with Gerald McClellan.
Almost 1 year ago, Vicente Luque experienced the exact same injury after enduring a one-sided beatdown that resulted in the first knockout loss of his career.
Wow, Luque swings back just in time. How is Luque? Oh, that's gonna do it, boy! Whoa!
To be precise, Vicente Luque suffered from an intracerebral hemorrhage, a condition in which half of the affected individuals will die within 30 days. Engaging in combat sports after an ICH is generally not recommended due to the high risk of head injuries. Even minor head trauma can lead to severe consequences for individuals who have experienced a brain bleed, including an increased risk of head injury, brain damage such as CTE, and death. Considering these risks, Luque's decision to return to fighting seems precarious. Perhaps Luque's motivation to continue fighting lies in the financial aspect. Fighter pay has been a persistent topic of debate in mixed martial arts media.
You always have to have something to bitch about, I guess.
And for many fighters, the financial pressure to sustain a livelihood could influence their decisions. As an observer, the risks of fighting seem to outweigh the rewards, especially when he possesses the potential for long-term success as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and coach. However, we must also consider the personal pressures Luque may face as a husband and father, which could be driving his decision to return to the octagon. The issue of fighter pay deserves examination, as many fighters struggle to earn enough for an early retirement after a celebrated career. This financial strain may lead some fighters to return to competition prematurely, even after suffering severe injuries. Advocating for Luque's retirement is not an easy stance to take. While we lack access to his medical records and are not medical professionals, the inherent risk of allowing a fighter who experienced a brain bleed back into the octagon, no matter how well he may have recovered, is deeply unsettling. The potential for premature death, although small, is too grave to be taken lightly.
Man, they don't understand, man. Y'all don't fucking understand what we go through, man. And I don't even know him like that. But I always be an advocate for us because this man would never know what it feel like to be somebody's father. And that's some of the precious thing in the world, to be somebody's father.
Ultimately, this situation underscores the need for organizations to prioritize athlete welfare. While the allure of the sport and financial pressures may influence fighters' decisions, safeguarding their long-term health and safety must remain paramount. Let's not forget that the UFC generated a staggering $387 million in take-home profit last year, highlighting your financial capability to provide Luque with the early retirement he should likely consider. In all likelihood, Vicente Luque is in good health, having undergone the necessary procedures in compliance with the Athletic Commission, obtaining clearance from neurosurgeons and neurologists. But the age-old adage that fighters can be too tough for their own good rings true. And as observers, we must advocate for protecting fighters from themselves. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more from the definitive channel for mixed martial arts.